I marked you, he rasped, his voice a low growl against my skin. His lips found the sensitive curve where my neck met my shoulder, a sharp, possessive bite. I gasped, a tremor running through me, part pain, part something else entirely, something dark and thrilling. He lifted his head, his eyes burning with a feverish intensity that mirrored the storm inside me. You can never escape me again, Rosalind. I am the housekeeper's daughter. From the moment I could understand words, my mother taught me one gospel: a man is a ladder. I took that gospel to heart. So, from the age of 7, I began scouting for my patron. At 18, I arrived at the home of my 8th employer. The moment I saw Preston Lancaster, I knew my ladder had appeared. I was the product of my mother's unwed, youthful mistake. She was a community college graduate, pregnant and abandoned by my biological father. She became the shame of her family. At the height of the fury, my grandmother threw her out, with no other choice, her pregnancy too far along to terminate. She gave birth to me, left me in her backwater hometown, and sought her fortune. And so, I inherited her place, becoming the vessel for all my grandmother's bitterness. I grew up in a storm of whispered insults. Until I was 7, I never owned a decent piece of clothing, never wore a proper dress, I never even had a truly satisfying, full meal. I hated my mother. More than the village elders who called me a bastard, I hated her. Then, when I was 7, she appeared at the edge of the village, saying she was here to take me away. Later, I learned she hadn't abandoned me. She simply couldn't afford me. In the city, she had forged her own success story. She taught herself French, studied nutrition and child development. Through sheer force of will, she became a top-tier housekeeper, commanding a 6-figure salary. I thought she wanted to provide a better life for me through her own hard work, until she told me the truth. Rosie, everything I've done, it's all to get you into their world, to make you one of them. Rosie, you just have to seize your chance, and the sparrow becomes a phoenix. Rosie, only by marrying up can you truly be someone. I believed her completely. So, from 7 to 18, my mother and I moved through 7 different households of the ultra-wealthy. Each was a dynasty of old money and influence, but they were all flawed. Either the sons were morally bankrupt, or the family fortunes were unstable, until the Lancasters' estate manager came calling. My mother was a legend in the world of domestic management, fluent in French, qualified to be a private tutor, a certified nutritionist, ensuring the family's health and wellness. Her resume, filled with references from the nation's most powerful families, made her a hot commodity the moment she was available. The Lancasters' status in the elite world was equivalent to my mother's in her profession, so when their manager contacted her, she accepted without hesitation, not for the salary, but for one reason: the Lancasters had one, and only one, son. More importantly, he was my age. Most employers, besides valuing my mother's unparalleled skills, were also charmed by me, her living trophy. I was smart. My mother had told me from a young age, only by studying hard, by getting perfect grades, would I earn the affection of our employers. Only if they liked me would they allow me to live with my mother in their grand houses. I never wanted to go back to that crumbling row house in our hometown, where the wind carried the stench of the abandoned slaughterhouse through the broken window panes. So I studied like my life depended on it, molding myself into someone effortlessly likable, and with that, I hitched a ride on the elite educational superhighway. I became the anomaly at the prestigious Blackwood University, but I was always at the top of my class, from every exam to the SATs and my university entrance scores. I met Preston Lancaster 3 months after moving into the estate. He returned from a summer backpacking through Europe the day before the university semester began. In those 3 months, I had rehearsed our first meeting in my mind 1,000 times, just as I had in all the other houses before. Preston's flight landed at 11, allowed all of it. Their easy intimacy painting the picture.